Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of, well, I don't even know what we call it nowadays. Normally it's a preview, isn't it? But obviously the Man United season is over. And today we're going to be giving the player ratings for the season. Big up to everybody who's tuning in right now. Before you do anything, really, make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share the video across all your social platforms. Get the likes up. Hopefully it'll be a good show. Introducing my guests again as usual. Onto my right, it's Statman Baines. What are you saying, bro? You good?
I'm good. You should call this show United Therapy now or something. Friday Therapy.
Yeah, something like that, man. Yeah, Friday Therapy. We might have to call it that nowadays because everything's a bit of a mad one. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, shout to Statman Baines in the building. Also, Adam, how's it going, mate? Everything all right?
Yeah.
Enjoying the weather?
All good, mate. Loving the weather and peace-free weekends, mate.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who's in the building. Rico, sorry. Big up to you. Big up to Martial. Big up to Real Zlatan. He says, Statman looking like he's enjoying life that United ain't playing anymore. You know what I mean? It's good, man. It's good. You get me? Come on, man. Come on. Shout out to everybody in the building. But obviously, we're going to start off with the so-called meeting that's happened between the Joe Glazer and the Man United Trust. Adam, I'm going to kick off with you some quotes here. We want the club to be successful and win trophies. You know what I mean? To compete for trophies that require significant investment. The commercial growth at the club has helped deliver the revenue, which ultimately underpins that investment in a sustainable manner. I don't know what you're on about there, mate. As owners, we want exactly the same as the fans, a successful team and a strong club. We want to work in partnership and achieve those objectives. Fans are lifeblood of the club. I'm personally committed to ensuring that we give an enhanced voice to the creation of advisory board and a fan share scheme. To kind of round it up, they say the club has been in discussions with the Must regarding a fan scheme for a number of months, has already sought to legal advice on options. Discussions will now intensify with the aim of agreeing a plan before the start of the new season. Someone there goes bullshit. For me, I don't know about you, mate, but it's a shower of shite for me. It's just all little PR, mate. You know what I mean? Gathering all these buzzwords, putting them all together, getting some letters, some fancy words from the English dictionary. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's bollocks, mate.
Am I right in thinking that a fan share scheme would mean fans actually buying shares? Where would that money go?
Yeah, well,
it's going to go one way, isn't it? It's going straight to them again. Yeah, you can come in, give me some money, and you can come in. It's like nothing's changing at all. Apparently, they said that they'd invested 100 million recently in the infrastructure. Sorry, I don't think so. We just lost a women's team manager because of inequality and poor training facilities and whatnot. Swimming pool was being documented this week about not being fixed yet inside Carrington. We all know about the leaky roof. Man, Old Trafford's leaking from its pipes. Never mind the elements outside. It's leaking from its plumbing. It needs so much money. If there was 100 million spent, then I would see. We'd see a difference, won't we? If there was 100 million spent, you could buy a new stand for 100 million. Christ. It's not changed. It's not changed at all. And what was said in that meeting this morning, like I said there, the fan share scheme, what say are the fans going to have in the end? And then right at the end of that list, I think they said they will commit to giving more money to invest into players this summer. Why just this summer? Is this the summer that's just going to pull the wool over everyone's eyes by a few signings? I know a lot of the younger fans will be happy with a new signing, but at the end of the day, we're talking about one match of a league rank getting new deals here. That's not progression for me, guys. Really not. It's pathetic, is what it is. Absolutely pathetic. And right now, everything that was said in that meeting, because they said they defended the dividends payments. They will not commit to paying off the debt. Honestly, I
That was a key one there.
Changed.
Why did they say that? Why did they say that though?
Changed.
Not going to be committed to putting out the debt, mate. That's a clear what everyone wants to know. You know what I mean? And for me, Statman, when you saw that, you know what I mean, what did you ultimately think when it's like the double standards in? Say you're gonna move and you're gonna progress and you're gonna show ambition. The next thing you know, you keep a league run, you bought Tom Heaton, you kept another under 21 goalkeeper, gave a contract, and then you know what I mean? It's like I don't understand it, man. I really don't understand where this football club is actually saying that we're trying to grow. When in reality, mate, you're just talking bollocks. And what they're trying to do, man, they're trying to go on.
Actions speak louder than words. They can say whatever they want. They have to. Let's see what they do. Because it's been 16 years now. We've seen poor investment in the squad, poor, like you say it, poor infrastructure. The women's team manager leaving. That's shambles in itself. Let's see what they do now in the summer. Because like we've seen the reports, like we were talking off air about the Muppetry guy account, whatever it's called, saying that this summer feels different and United are actually going to invest. That's fine. But what about the other 16 years? They have a lot for us. They have to do a lot for us to forgive the Glazers. It has to be continuous investment for the next 10 years, and people will be like, you know what, fair play, the Glazers. You've acted on what you said. But now, right now, I don't really care what they say. I think Saeed's frozen.
Has he gone?
Saeed, that always happens with him.
Yeah, man. No, it doesn't matter what. It don't matter what they say. You did right, mate. Because at the end of the day, actions do speak louder than words. And one or two signings isn't going to change how they act next summer. Do you know what I mean? They're still going to be doing the same thing, mate.
And the thing is, it is one matter thing. Another thing, you just say his money. That's all it does. You give him a new contract. We're not going to buy a replacement for Wamout. That's all it does. Like, there's no reason to keep Wamout in this team right now. There's no reason.
There isn't.
Lee Grant. Let's look at it this way. I said it before, yeah. Lee Grant staying. He's getting a new contract, and he's probably learning his coaching badges, knowing United. I think there was already reports of that. Then we're gonna have Tom Heaton signing for us. That means one of Dean Henderson or De Gea are leaving the summer, in my opinion. Which is more wages saved, which is fine. But let's see some investment now. Because under Oli, I'm pretty sure our wage bill has decreased. With Alexis leaving, Lukaku, De Gea probably leaving. Because I think
he'll blow it all out the water if he gives Pogba that contract, though, won't he?
Well, it depends if they give the new contracts.
Oh, that's a scary one, that if that comes off. But it's like you said, then I worked out the other day. United spends over 30 million a year on wages on goalkeepers now, and that's without Tom Heaton coming in.
Exactly. That's why I think one goalkeeper will leave in the summer. Like we've already seen Sergio Romero leave or be released today, which is the right decision for him to leave because I do think he deserves to play a lot more. But the way United have handled the situation has been a disgrace. Like we're forgetting Romero. He's won us the Europa League. I think he started in that final. Did he not? He's been whenever he's come in, he's been consistent for us. We used to call him the best backup goalkeeper in the world at one point, and we've just thrown him out like that with no thank you, no nothing. The way this club's run, he's just a shambles. And people forget Sergio Romero wanted to leave last summer. I think his wife had a go at the club or something from an Instagram post or something. I remember. Yeah, the club have not handled the Romero situation well at all.
No, mate. I mean, he sat out the whole of last season. I mean, what was it? Lee Grant and Sergio Romero's wage alone cost the club 5 million last season, and they contributed absolutely nothing. There's 5 million you can throw on the stadium just to actually fix a little bit of a roof issue, isn't there? Absolutely.
Look at this. Is this genuinely serious? This Man United are in for Harry Winks.
A lot of people are saying it in the comments, but I feel
wow, man.
You know, every single summer we just linked with bare random players in it, and I think Harry Winks is one of them.
Jeez, man. And then obviously the disgraceful treatment. I don't know if you guys talked about it, man. Yeah. Romero just getting released like that. You know what I mean? No, not even a little bye-bye. You know what I mean? Nothing. Just released him. You know what I mean? This club, for me, reeks of everything, man. I really, really do, man. And I fear, that this football club, that fans, and that's why I put the tweet out today. If Man United now go get Sancho, do people still want to glaze out? I fear that everything falls similar to when Man United got Donny van der Beek. Literally everything fell flat. I didn't see a single word Glazer out. It never moved on. Obviously, it intensified after the Super League, but I just feel like when we get Sancho, Get them shirt deals. Every single person will go get a Sancho shirt. I won't.
All the young
Personally,
ones
I
will,
won't.
mate. Yeah.
The perfect
You know what I
example.
mean?
Remember when Bruno Fernandes signed? There was a load of pressure. I think there was fans going to the Ed Woodward's house. I think it was around that time, wasn't it?
There you go.
Bruno Fernandes signed. What happened to all of that? It went.
Yeah, close. Yeah, it isn't just a trend. I really do. I think it isn't a trend. And I think for me, you know, they're trying to work with the must, but I think the must, I know they're trying to do their best, but I think for me, what's the point?
I do not trust that MUST, whatever they called, must or whatever. I just feel like they're working with the club at this point.
I don't know, Adam. I really don't know, because I just feel like for me, do we need to talk, or do we need to put a stand to say, you know what? We're not here to talk and what he's gone. That would be my preference. I know it can't happen, and I know it's unlikely for someone to come, but you know what I mean? It's almost as if, you know when you with your missus and then you kind of buy that flowers and whatnot, and she lets you go for a little bit, and then you work your way into it, don't you? You know what I mean? And it's like,
realistically, mate, what I should have said was we want these so-called subjects put in place by a certain date. Otherwise, we come back and have another meeting, and another meeting is set, and everyone's made aware of it. Because right now, are we ever going to hear Joel again? No one said anything about another meeting. No. So all he has to do now is just hide away in the background somewhere, let his foot soldiers or whoever it may be do the work again. Are we ever going to get another word from him again? Is there another scheduled meeting? He's supposed to be cooperating with the fans. Well, the fans need to know when these meetings are as well, not just must. Because if it's just must do know, then it's not all the fans, is it?
You see these meetings? I just think it should be streamed to everyone. Put on the Manchester United app.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying.
Because, like, I'll be honest here, this Manchester United Trust, whatever they're called here, they probably existed for time.
Well,
nothing's happened. And then nothing's happened.
Yep.
And I'm not blaming them completely, but who knows? They could be part of the club. Just feeding out, the Glazers are working with us kind of thing.
It's a difficult one for me, because I look at it and I think, do they need to buy their time to work their way in? I think they've done this a very, very long time. 16 years they've been at this football club. And I think they've said, I think one of the quotes said that for 16 years we've tried to develop the club. I said, no, you haven't, mate. You haven't. You're basically lying to the fans. And if the fans, for me, don't try and resist, I think they will get their way. And that's what I fear.
Mate, everything that's there now at the club and that has been built was there before the Glazers took over. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The Glazers, the northeast and northwest quadrants, the extensions to the stadium were being built just before the Glazers took over. When they were built, bang, in come the Glazers. You know what I mean? Carrington's always been there. And now it's falling behind. We're absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I don't know what they're doing. They're saying that there is plans to go ahead. There's already plans in place, blueprints for the training ground and whatnot. Well, according to the women's coach, there isn't. According to players,
they still haven't
already
got a coach.
there isn't. There's nothing going on. So I just don't see. I've not got excited about it. Yeah, I mean, I know nothing can happen straight after a meeting. Nothing can happen straight away. But
no, of course.
Chapman said at the start, it's actions speak louder than words. Unless there's drastic change, they start paying off some of the debt. They start investing nearly all the money back into the infrastructure and the player staff, and getting the right players in. Then I don't see how any United fan is going to get on board with what's been said today.
Yeah. James Little here with a super chat. Thanks to you, James, for the super chat. He goes, exclusive O'Donnell Dale. Man United have made contact for Spurs midfielder Winks. MUFC straight news on Twitter. Oh my God! If we get,
because looking at that Dale O'Donnell guy's account, he has 9.2k followers. He's verified.
No, it's not him. It's not him. I know Dale. I know him personally. Straight News has got 50,000-60,000.
No, I'm talking about the guy that actually broke it.
Oh my God, McWinks.
Oh, he's McWinks. It might be his personal one. He's the editor. He's the editor for Straight News.
McWinks. Oh my days!
I'm not even. I don't even care about links. I don't care about anything until they hold the shirt up. And my major worry is what's going on the pitch. Unless improvement comes on that pitch, then Ollie's going to be gone. Would we have given him another contract and wasted that money and paying him out by the time? I don't know. It's everything comes down to what happens on the pitch at the end of the day. And while that's so bad, the fans will keep on moaning and finding issues and finding these pictures of Old Trafford in derelict state. Until the football starts getting better, then this is just going to carry on.
Facts. Well, what's on the squad, people, is the player ratings for the season. We're going to get them up here now. Get involved as well. Get the likes up, people. Got over 200 people watching already. Please, let's get the likes up. Let's get 100 likes so far in the video, people. So if you are watching this right now and you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Let's start with the keepers. We've got world-class, elite, good, average, below average, or trash for the season.
Both have been average.
Sorry?
Both have been average for me, like Dean Henderson and David De Gea. I don't think.
What do you reckon? Have they mustered any works? Have they pulled any trees? Has Henderson pulled any trees for you, Adam? Or has it just been...
I mean, he's done... He had a good run. He did well. He's had a couple of games where he's made some high-profile... Well, not high-profile mistakes, but quite big mistakes, which you're going to expect from some keepers. I would put Henderson in good for his first season. Being thrown in to the games he's good. There's nothing more than that. De Gea, we have expectation levels of, though. That's the problem. He's supposedly one of the best in the world. So I would say average. I think just for the end of the season, the overwhelming feeling of average for both creeps in. But I do
no, there's a lot of averages here. Everyone's saying both average. Average.
I would say good for Henderson for his first season in. But honestly, if someone said average for both, you can't really argue with it either. But
I think the only reason I say average for Dean Henderson, I think the last couple of games he did let himself a bit down with the Liverpool game.
That's it. That's what plays on your mind most.
Leicester, AC Milan mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, before that,
I think
very well, to be fair.
Yeah, I think that's the fairest one. I think average for both. I think for me, Henderson, when I looked at it and I thought, can he be my number one? I still am not convinced that he can be my number one. I really, really do. I think, especially next season when you got the Old Trafford crowd coming in. So we'll have to see. Victor Lindelof, people. Victor Lindelof. I don't know, man. Where do you start with this one? Where do you start with him? Has he been good for what he is? Has he been average? Has he been below average? Remember, we were doing this halfway through the season, and I put him below average. A lot of people are saying average, below average, trash. Wow, man.
I'm going below average. He was average through the season, and then his end of the season was appalling.
Oh my God,
absolutely appalling. Man. So he's got to be below average for me.
And in the Europa League final, he was the one that made. In the Europa League final, he was the one that made mistakes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I think below average is fair.
Below average, man. People, get involved as well in the comments, people. As always, get the likes up. Everyone going trash as well. You get me below. Trash. Trash would have to be on a level where he was making mistakes week in, week out. He has good games and then he has bad games. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. So, we're going to put there below average. Eric Bailly. I don't know, man.
Average.
This is another one again, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I like everybody, but if you want my real answer, I'm gonna say average, man. He's not pulled any tree. He had a few good games, but then again, do we say he's been good for when he's been starting, or do you say for when? I don't know. What do you reckon, people, man? I don't know. This is difficult to rate.
He was good when he's played, but you see the last couple of games when he's coming back from COVID. I think those performances can't let him down. So that's why I'll say average.
Yeah,
it's a hard one.
It's a hard one, man.
I'd say average.
Average, yeah. There's more averages than good, so I'm just gonna have to go with the consensus. You know what I mean? Someone said goodish. That would be average.
That's like making a 0.5 on the player ratings.
Yeah, man, 0.5, yo.
The thing with Bailly, he needs to play more to get up. Because when he has played, he's been decent, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer never gives or rewards performances.
Yeah, man. Come on, Mo. Yeah, man. This is one we're just gonna have to put straight into the trash, mate. Phil Jones, mate. See you later, mate. You know what I mean? Straight in the trash, mate. We don't even have a word with that one. This one's a difficult one, and I'm gonna get myself in here, man. Harry Maguire, people. Harry Maguire.
Oh, just as he's about to Beckenbauer us, he's just gone and froze.
Perfect timing, Saeed guy. Because we know Saeed was going to put him in world class. So let's just, now Saeed's gone, I would say, I think he's been good.
Yeah, I think he's been above average because we've seen how much we've missed him. He's not been there. So I would definitely say good. I think good's fair for Harry Maguire.
Because another thing I say about Maguire, he's probably been one about. I know the last couple of games he was injured, but throughout the season, he was fit.
Yeah.
Not many other players were fit for the entire season.
Yeah.
In that centre back.
That alone is big, isn't it? So Saeed's been outvoted already. He's going in good. Oh, and Saeed's
going in good.
Yeah,
man. Someone tried to sabotage me here, mate. You know what I mean? Let me get that page back up. I've lost the screen as well, man. Bloody hell, mate. What's going on here today? Having a nightmare, man. Right, we're back in. Can you see that screen there? Right, Harry Maguire. Have we put him in good?
Yeah. Loading. Your screen's loading in, by the way. Still hasn't gone.
You there?
Not yet.
I can see you, Saeed. You're frozen, mate, and your screen share's loading up.
He hasn't come in?
It's not come on yet, no. God, I love it. I love that.
Oh my God, mate. I don't know what's going on today, people. You're going to have to bear with me, man. Let me just bear with me, people, man. I'm just going to go to my other Wi-Fi.
He's having an absolute mare right now.
I'm here now. I'm here. Can you see it now?
No.
I can see you, but we can't see the screen share, mate.
People are saying McDonald's Wi-Fi, Old Trafford Wi-Fi.
I think we got Lindelof Wi-Fi here, mate.
I think Saeed's frozen as well.
He has his froze now. Oh no!
Oh my days!
He's coming back. There he is.
Technical difficulties, man. What is going on today, man? I swear down. Today, man.
People are saying cancel the share screen and do it again.
There we go.
Have we got it there? Yeah, we're back. Yeah, right. We're back.
We're on.
Right. So we got next one. Marcus obviously not there. Luke Shaw. What we say, Luke Shaw, people.
Good.
I'm going to move Luke Shaw into elite.
Elite. Ooh, that would be a good one. Are you considering to end the season as well? He's had a few since the Liverpool game. He's not been there.
No, I mean,
what we say? Good.
I think we have to say he's been probably our most consistent player. Yeah. So for me, to get himself back into the England squad, play the way he's played, his assists are up. He's started to score goals as well. You know what I mean? He's contributing more upfield as well as in defence. And he's had a few shaky games towards the end of the season. I've made a point of that myself, but I still have to give him credit for his best season in the United shirt.
The only reason I say good for me is because you see the start of the season. I don't think the start of the season was unbelievable from Luke Shaw, and I don't think the end of the season was unbelievable from Luke Shaw. But he had that period from December to March where he was playing at 7 to 8 out of 10 performances every week.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think he ended the season with 6 assists, which is an improvement for Luke Shaw standards kind of thing.
What about if I do very good? Should I get a very good in there?
No, you can't have any more. We're just going to have to argue it out. That's the good bit about it.
All right, then. Right, we'll put him in good then. We'll put him in good. Yeah.
Because for me, elite,
there's a lot of elite shows. There's a lot of elites, yeah. But there's also a split. Elite show. To be fair, everyone's saying elite, man. You know what? We're going to have to put him up then. The people have voted. Elite show.
They're listening to Matic.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah. Yeah, you're there. You know what, man? But they might not get soon. I'll tell you that, man. Alex Telles. You know what? Yeah, I think this is a tricky one, you know. Now, I'm going to put good for Alex Telles, you know. Because for me, when I've seen him play, apart from one game, there was against West Ham, I think he's been average. But the rest of them, when he's been playing, I think Alex Telles has been good. But what are people saying? Alex Telles?
I would say average because I wouldn't say his performances have been unbelievable. Like he's done. I would just say he's done decent. And that's it for Alex Telles.
He's hardly played, to be fair, though. You can't really say good, can you?
I'm sort of averaging as well on that one, guys. He's just not. We're not seeing enough for him to say he's had a good season because he's not had a season, has he?
Yeah, man, that's the problem with a lot of these players, man. This is how Man United's team is just so imbalanced, man. A lot of these guys are. It's how Oliver takes it, and now we're gonna have to put a lot of people on trash. Because you know what I mean? It has been very, very below average performances.
Because another thing with Telles, when Telles plays, he plays with the bad. He plays with the bad players, so it's so hard to judge when you're playing with Dan James or Matt and them lot. He's not playing with the first.
Yeah.
Team. So your performance is straight away. You're just gonna get dragged down.
Yeah, that's the problem, innit? You know what I mean? So
no.
Again.
Oh.
Let's move on to, I think that's Wan-Bissaka or something.
You've got Wan-Bissaka there. Yeah, you got Wan-Bissaka next to Axel. Oh no, Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Gee, what's he even doing on there?
I think he started the first game of the season, I think.
Oh my god.
What did you say about Wan-Bissaka?
Oh mate, I'm putting below average, mate. I think that's about right. I do. I think below average.
I think with Wan-Bissaka, I'll probably say I'm struggling between good or average because I do think going forward he has slightly improved this season. But there has been times where I'm looking at you and you're defensively positioning wise, like straight away the game against Fulham, for example. You're making mistakes.
I was saying average for Wan-Bissaka. Wow. I'm surprised you guys, I would have thought
I said below.
Season.
I said below. Yeah.
What? I think that's harsh.
I've not rated him at all this season, mate. I think he's been a liability.
Wow.
I'll probably say average.
I would say good.
Nah. Not
You don't
me.
think so?
No.
You know what it is, right? Has he been defensively bad? But that's a problem. I can't. The thing is, right, positionally wise, I don't know. Is it out the system, the player? I don't know.
When the opposition targets,
because he makes the same mistakes over and over again.
Yeah, when the opposition targets you for the press, you're weak. If you can't learn how to pass a ball, it's not good enough for me.
But what I'd say about that is kind of like we know his liabilities as a player, and the coach, like the system, coaching staff, hasn't helped him. Yeah, we know defensively, positioningly, he's not the best, but we can see the same thing back post Wan-Bissaka over and over again. So it's kind of like I don't know how much you can blame Wan-Bissaka right now because I see no help from.
You know what? Stuff. Stephen A says is a bad defender. So he doesn't learn from mistakes. That's true as well. Nate Pulse, I don't know if the manager can. I think we're gonna have to put average there, but I think it's very harsh. But people in the comments, you know what I mean? It's one of them, man. Man United, we need to keep the standards up, man. So that's how much of a bad season we've had, man. You know what I mean? We're just hurt, man. We're just hurt by all these decisions making. That Leipzig game, man. I remember some of the mistakes were coming from him. You know what I mean? Brandon Williams.
That Leipzig game, just quickly, he was also playing right wing back. So it's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
The Leipzig game, you can put a lot down on the coaching, I think.
Yeah.
You have players playing out of position.
Did we not play a back five with Matic and McTominay right in front? Because Fred was suspended. So straight away, come on, man, what are you lot doing?
Yeah, man. Get the likes up, people. Got nearly 400 people watching, man. You know, I'm trying to say to big up everybody who supports the channel. Anna says here we've got 117, man. Let's get them likes up, people, man. Hope you enjoyed the show so far. For me, Brandon Williams, I don't know about you guys, but trash, mate. He's
not played. Not been good.
Yeah, he's not played. And when he's not been playing, mate, he's been terrible.
Yeah, that squad rotation has hampered him, but you can't put him anywhere else but trash.
He's shocking when he's paid.
Yeah. Next one is going to divide opinion in the comments as well. Paul Labile Pogba. I don't know, man. When he needed him in Europa League, he wasn't there. You know what I mean? He's been playing good. He's had a good middle part of the season. He's had a He started off badly, so it's a bit like Shaw. He's had a middle part of the season very good, then tailed off towards the end. What would you say, people? He's won a lot of points for Man United.
I think he's got 6 goals, 7 assists in all competitions.
Yeah,
he got us through the AC Milan game. He scored that goal.
Yeah, he got us through a lot.
But at the same time,
I'm
start of the season.
I'm gonna say Pogba for me is good season. I think it's fair. I think good for fair because he did, like you said then, like Statman said then, the points that he got us in the middle of the season. There was a stage where he single-handedly got us to the top of the league because he was the only one who was standing up in the games and scoring. So he did. He did sort of fade out a bit towards the end.
Go back to him. Yeah,
but I think a lot of players faded towards the end as well, though.
Yeah, and I think with the start of the season, we also need to remember Pogba had COVID.
Yeah,
and we've seen the effects of COVID, as I always say. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to judge it. It's hard to judge him, but like, you were shocking there at that point.
Yeah. I think Elite is, you know, I mean, it would have been different. Elite would have been a different season, but we're gonna put on good, man. Good is for Paul and Pogba. We missed Twanzebe. For me, I don't know, man. I just don't think he's good enough for Man United.
Put him alongside. He's got to be trash or below average.
Nah, I would say average.
Average? Are you serious?
No, let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. Yeah.
You don't need to explain, mate. Go on.
He had a couple bad games at Istanbul game, but he's barely played. And when he has played,
Istanbul, Sheffield United. Remember that game, Sheffield United?
But then you could also say, remember the PSG game where he was brilliant. Remember the end of the season. For me, he deserved to start in the back. He deserved to start in the Europa League final over Eric Bailly.
He did.
So that's how I say average for when he's played.
I'm not sure. I think we're going to double team on him. I'm not
saying. Sainz tag me in below average. There you go.
Yeah, below average for me. I don't think
you know what did it for me? What did it for me was the Everton game when he came on as well. I know he shouldn't have been brought on, but stupid tackle cost us a free kick. It just there was too many shaky moments. And I like Statman said there, I thought his best game was against Everton in the League Cup at right back. I thought that was his best performance this season. But I just don't think he did enough when he was on. He never looked solid enough. We want him at centre back, but for him to be a centre back and his best games of the season actually be at right back, I just can't have another John O'Shea or Wes Brown when we haven't got a settled back line. I don't want these versatile players. I need someone to go. That's my position. I'm playing there. And no one's grasping it. No one's doing it.
Yeah. Joe Hans here. Listen, that's how bad Lindelof has been playing this season. He's had more game time, but still he's not better than Twanzebe. I can't tell you if Lindelof is better than Twanzebe. That's how bad it is, people.
I think we're judging plays for their standards, like how their standards they set.
Of course.
We know Lindelof.
I don't know what Lindelof's standards is. Yeah.
So that's a bit harsh.
Honestly, man, big up to Ziad, man. Good to see you back. I think, honestly, after 4 years, mate, I just don't know what Lindelof is, mate. I really, really don't. Literally, he's not got any strength for me apart from passing out from the back.
Mate, I lost it. I thought it was
Sheffield United. Remember that Sheffield United game?
Yeah. I mean, he's played the odd good diagonal ball this season to Rashford. And that Fulham game at home, and the 18-year-old and 17-year-old kid strengthened him off the ball and went through. And then to follow that up with the final, I was just like, oh, come on, man. You've been here long enough. If you've not improved after 2 years at Old Trafford, it should be in your contract that you're being sold. Going. But we know what this football club does. It clings on to mediocrity.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Let me say this with Axel as well, yeah? What I say with Axel, the guy's a 4th/5th choice centre back or whatever, for United. So it's straight away we're viewing him as a squad player. So he's made a couple of mistakes, but he also has had a couple of decent performances. As a squad player, for me, that's not bad.
Has he warranted to be starting week in, week out? Has he got that position sorted? There you go, then. You know what I mean? Then,
but that's why he's not the good. That's why he's not the good thing for me.
Well, there you go.
The thing is, though, the thing is, guys, it's not like we've all seen something in Axel that would probably put him ahead of Lindelof for us. And the fact that he's not took his chances better probably is why I'm putting him in below average, to be honest. I actually expected a little bit more from him this season. I wanted a breakthrough, but I didn't get it.
At the same time, what also all I say about Axel, remember the PSG game? He performed well.
But Wan-Bissaka was helping him out, mate.
No, but listen. He was up against Mbappe and Neymar. Like, you still have to give him some sort of credit. Next game, what happened? He was on the bench, I think he was. As I always say, Oli.
But was he good for that moment? The thing is, though, you're not going to be in a back three all the time, though. In a back two, he's terrible.
Yeah, but you can only judge him when he played. And you say he was terrible towards the end of the season.
But I can tell you more games that he's played rubbish.
I think
Leicester was. I think for Leicester, what game did you see against Leicester? I seen a guy who was a bit shaky.
I think he was on the ball. He was a bit shaky, but defensively, he was solid that game.
I don't know, mate. Even for me, the Sheffield United game in the back two, mate, it was awful. What was he doing? Waiting outside when the guy was shot that had a shot. I don't know what he was. Is he standing off him? You know what I mean? For me, he hasn't got the principles to be a Man United defender. To be an Aston Villa defender, of course, yeah. Brilliant.
Said has to put Axel into that below average just for the scream he yelled out when that goal went in for Sheffield United.
Oh man, seriously, that moment will forever live in me, man. Twanzebe.
What are you doing?
Man. What you doing? I'm telling you, man. What was he doing though? Giving a foul there, man. But people, get the likes up, man. We've got nearly 500 people watching. Make sure you get them likes up, people, and share the video across all your social platforms. Quan Mata, people. Quan Mata.
Oh, don't get me started on this guy.
I don't know people.
So I don't know, people. Because the thing is, at the start of the season, when he played against Newcastle and them, I thought he done all right. Like, I wouldn't say he was unbelievable, but it was just all right. But at the end of the season,
is it enough to? Yeah, is it enough?
Below average, trash, really.
I'm going below average. I think he's not been trash. I just think he's been below average again.
Yeah,
again, that's just down to game time, man. I think this is down to game time. Sorry, it's down to game time, mate. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just absolutely. You know what I mean? I like the guy, but again, we're giving him a contract to Quan Mata, 160 grand a week for what, man? Like if he was an important player, but David Silva left. They knew when the time was right. They took him away. We're just giving again.
Even now.
Yeah,
Fernandinho's leaving.
Yeah. Silva, Aguero, all gone.
All gone, mate. That whole
nothing.
This club never learns, man. Sentiment every time.
What people do with Juan Mata is they rate him off the crap games that he comes on and plays in because that's all he's good for. You can't put him in a big game because he gets overrun. So all they do is they go, oh, look at what he's done. He's done this where Bruno's not done that, and he's done this. I said, yeah, look at the team he was playing against.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's never played a big game. Everyone talks about the Newcastle game. My God, Newcastle was shite. Absolutely shite. So if you can't play well in them games, then for me, everyone's just looking at what he did do in the poor games. The fact that he's only playing the poor games means he is below average because you can't get in ahead of some of these teams. And you can blame coaching all you want, but at the end of the day, the longer United cling on to Mata, the more chance we've got of winning nothing.
Absolutely. Next one we got in the line is Fred. We've got Addis in the chat. It's got a French logo.
Mate. I want to hear what Adam says.
I don't know, mate. You know what I mean? I can't. Yeah, you go for it, Adam.
Fred's played what? Was it about 42 games this season, hasn't he? Probably one of our big. For that, I'll give him credit. Everything else, I just don't like the guy. Everyone knows I don't rate him. Below average for Fred. For me, he just does nothing for me. I just think he's bad. Way outshines the good that he does on the pitch. And I know what good he does. I do. I see what his game is. His game isn't playing as a holding midfielder for Manchester United. I'm sorry. We're not going to win anything with Fred in the team.
I'm going to go for average. I think I've not seen anything that you know what I mean? It's had maybe a few. I think he had one or two outstanding games, but for me, it's been stifled by that McFred double pivot, and he's never ever recovered this season.
Getting each other's way.
You know what?
Getting each other's way.
I'm going to go below average. You know, I start with what you saying. I'm going below average. I've not seen the best of Fred this season. I really haven't, man. I've tried to back him. I remember I was one of the first people that didn't like Fred. I remember that interview we did at Old Trafford, and everyone wanted me to say, you know what, Flex was trying to tell me, oh, Fred is quality. And I said, you know what, okay, then I've seen the light. Even Rance was telling me everything is good. And I've tried to back him, but he's been in a system that's been absolutely rife, and we can't see his qualities anymore.
I think
so
with
for
Fred,
me,
I think what people like, for me, Fred's an easy scapegoat every single time, innit? So every single bad thing he does is always highlighted, and I don't think he's been as bad as people make out. So I would say average, because the next person, if it's McTominay, is going to go in the one below that for me, because I think Fred's been better than McTominay. Okay,
then fair enough. You know what we'll do then? We'll put it to the vote: average or below average, and I'm going to see who gets the thingy. Who gets the most votes? Get the likes. So people got 500 people watching. Make sure you get the likes. Average or below average? You guys in the comments will decide, and then we'll put it to the vote, because it's 1-1 each over here. So let's see what the comments say. Average.
I'm saying average.
Below.
Let me have that.
Below average. Below. Let's start, man. You're the what's the median here?
I'm saying average. And I'm biased.
Below, there's a lot. You know what? There's a lot of belows, mate. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, listen. Good. I think we should leave. We should let.
All right, then we'll let you have it. We'll let you have it. Average, then. You know what I mean? Even though, yeah, you know what? Average, then. Average. Where is he?
He's still lying now.
Yeah, it's still, yeah. Oh my God, man! Right, Bruno Fernandes. Finally, some bit of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I don't class anyone as world class.
No, because they never perform when we need it most.
Yeah, well, the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, all these players. You look at there's a lot of players out there that are better than our best players or performing better. Bruno goes into elite alongside Shaw for me. I don't think world class is there. Potential for world class is there, but I just think we need to put better players in our team and figure out what system we're playing to get the best of our, what we call best players. I think he's been as good as Shaw this season for that, definitely.
Yeah,
elite.
I would say so.
They're our best two performers, I think, this season.
Yeah. The four over there, mate. That one's got
28 goals, 18 assists this season. Unbelievable stuff from Bruno in terms of numbers wise.
Yeah.
But
I just think for me, go on.
With world class, you have to perform in the big games. And Bruno Fernandes has let us down in the big games.
Has he had one good performance in the big game? Can anyone name one he's had?
The Liverpool FA Cup, when I think he came on as a sub, I think it was.
But was it a great performance?
I actually can't remember now, because I remember he got a free kick. But I can't remember the actual performance. One thing I would say about Bruno,
Tottenham away, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
he was all right in the second half. The first half.
I think what we got to look at is which players did have a good game in the big games this season. Or are we just going to pick out our so-called best players and try and bring them down?
No, but I think one thing we'll say about the best players here, we expect the best players to turn up in the big occasion. Like, there's more pressure on them to turn up. Put the Paul Pogba's disappointing in the Europa League final. Bruno disappointing in the Europa League final. Those are the players that we want to step up, that we need to step up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like thingy though, isn't it? It's like City's elite players, best players. Did they turn up in their finals or semi-finals?
Exactly.
No one says a word about them because they've already won the league, and Bruno pretty much single-handedly put us in second place in the league. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have him. We'd be looking to sell him on because we'd be mid-table fodder with Arsenal. But no one wants to look at that. Again, it's like Statman said with a lot of the players. A lot of the time when these players aren't, they're being overworked. They're not played in the right position. We're too rigid. It's easy for people to criticise, but you cannot ignore what he's done this season. And what players of ours would get into any other team in this league? Bruno's one of them. You know he is. Bruno went up for sale. Every top club in the world will be after him. Which other player in our squad, barring Pogba, could you say that for?
Yeah, right. Next one, we're going to go with Daniel James. You know what I mean? What are we gonna say, man? Daniel James, eh? Daniel James, where would you put him?
Below average.
Trash.
Because the thing is, when he's played, I wouldn't. He's bad already, innit? For his standards, I don't think he's been as bad as he was towards the back end of last season. So that's why I would just say below average for him. But as a footballer, he's shocking.
Yeah.
If you're saying trash, I wouldn't. Just go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna go ahead with it, man. I'm sorry, Daniel James, mate, but it's not impersonal. Not impersonal. Nemanja Matic, below average again. You know,
below
what I mean?
average, mate. There's not much you can say. We signed another player up to another contract and didn't use him.
Yeah, this one's another one. You know what I mean? Do we abide by principles? You know what I mean? Donny van der Beek, mate. Bloody hell! What a season to forget.
I think it's the same. It's the same thing what I said about Tellez. When he's played, he's looked all right, and that's it.
Yeah,
and he hasn't been given enough opportunities.
What we say? Comments. Donny van der Beek. What do you put him as?
I think you have to put him alongside Matic, just because he's not played enough games and he's not had a chance to influence.
Yeah, I think you have to say that. Not fair to give him anything but average. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm just gonna go below average because I feel like for me, I think my own feeling is that we've not seen the best of him. So if you were going to put average would be if he's had 15 games or more. I know people say 30 odd games, but he's had the season, but it's been 5 minutes here and there. You know, I'm only putting that because the feeling around it has been below for me. Yeah. So it's nothing personal. But
no, if you're going to do that, then Axel Tuanzebe be therefore below average. Then if you're saying 15 plus games.
All right then. Yeah, Axel Tuanzebe is in there.
Yeah, then I'll say below average, like for my Axel thing, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say no more. Yeah. Right. Okay. Next one. We've got Scott McTominay.
Just put him alongside Fred because it's not one individual anymore. It comes as a double.
I think, you know what then? I think Fred goes down then. You know what I mean? Because I'm not putting Scott McTominay in average. I think below average, mate.
But I think below average then. I think Fred's been better than Scott McTominay.
But they've been together though, Statman. The problem is they've been together.
Yeah.
And together collectively they've been below average.
Scott McTominay weighs in with a few goals as well, and Fred offers nothing.
I was thinking about this. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking about trash, you know, but I think, I can't put him. If Fred is in average, then I've got to put both of them in below average because they've been both together. Every time it's been McFred.
Yeah, but even though they've been both together, I think Fred's outperformed it most of the time. And at least with Fred, he doesn't go hiding in games. He wants the ball every single time, and we can't say the same thing about McTominay.
Well, to be honest, he turned up in the final in the second half, didn't he, McTominay?
Yeah, he did.
He was slagging everyone off for hiding in that game. I mean, he was doing his job, but made him look better than what he was, to be honest, because no one else was doing their job in the final. So, yeah, it is. They're both as bad as each other for me. They're just never going to work as first-team players. Never going to work.
And if we get Winks, it's going to become, you know what I mean?
I mean, guys, he's like this now. Winks looks better than both of them already, and we're slagging Winks off. That shows how crap these guys are.
I know. It's crazy. Man.
Winks on the ball is a decent.
He's better than these. He is.
Yeah.
He's better. It's not the player we want. I think
he's hardly played for Tottenham.
But the problem with Winks here, he looked good under Pochettino, a top world-class coach, you could argue. This is all you're going to social now. Is he going to look the same?
I know.
Probably no.
This is what I'm trying to say. Yes, people, get the likes up. We've got nearly 600 people watching. Get them likes up, people. Yeah, I'm just going to do that, man. I'm not going to bother, man. I'm just going to go for both of them, mate. You know what I mean? Edison Cavani.
Oh, here we
go. If
you
want my honest answer, I'm going for good.
Nah, I'm going elite. I'm going elite.
Okay. Bruno Shaw conversation.
A guy's got 17 goals for the amount of games he's played. What is he goal per minute played ratio?
I think he's top 5 in the league. I think Jota, Iheanacho, Harry Kane, and Gareth Bale will have a better minutes to goal ratio than him.
But has the goals coming towards the end of the season? That's what I'm saying.
I think with Cavani, what I say, people forget before Pogba was played on the left. I wouldn't say Cavani was brilliant. So I think Cavani's benefit from us creating more chances, Pogba on the left, and having more creative output.
I would say good, but it's up to you. What do you want to say?
I think elite because of what he brings to the team and how he influences other players. I think he's a leader on the pitch, which we don't have, and I think his goals have come at the at the business end of the season as well, when we really needed him. Without Cavani in this team, I don't think we're in a final. I don't think we're in the top four.
But then you could also
crazy it is.
But what the thing we said about Paul Pogba was his injury as well, and you could say the same thing about Cavani. And I don't think it's Cavani's fault because Oli did overplay him, but there was a part of the season where he was injured.
Yeah.
I think on Paul Pogba's side of it, I think we're just now waiting. We've been waiting that long for his world-class season. I think that's why he's not further up. For Cavani to come in, not played for 3 months for the start of the season, took his time to get going, and then to have the influence he did on this team, I just think he just has a bit more about him. I just think he's up there in the elite level strikers in world football, and I think he has proved it towards the end of the season, but it's open to everyone, isn't it? I think it's going to be a mixed bag, this one, isn't it?
We'll give you it, man. You know what I mean? For the age he's coming.
I just can't put Cavani in the same category as Bruno Fernandes this year. So I'll just say, that's what I would go with good.
Right, we're going to go with good.
Let's see what the comments are saying.
Yeah, what's the comments saying, people? Good, elite, good, elite. Let me know in the comments below. While you do that, smash like on the video. Good or not good or elite? Yep. Actually turns up, doesn't get much service. Yep, there's a lot of goods in here. Yeah, that's just seen about 7 in a row. Yeah, sorry, Adam, mate. You know what I mean? It's gonna, even though for me, I was edging towards elite when you talked about him, mate, Adam, but I have to do that one. This one here, Adam, you can just roll this one.
I have to educate a few more people, I would seem. Yes, no problem.
You can have this one, Martial.
Oh, get down, trash.
Oh,
trash.
Anthony Martial is going on trash, people. Adam has spoken. What we say, Anthony Martial.
I've got only reason he's there is I've got high expectations for him, and he's completely failed this season.
How many goals has he got this season?
7 goals in all competitions, 5 assists, and he's also won 6 penalties. I think he won 4 penalties in the league, which I think is the 3rd most behind Timo Werner and Jamie Vardy. So that's why I would say below average.
Below average. I was leaning towards that, but I want to see what the comments say.
Because you could say trash for Martial standards, but it's a difficult.
Again, it's a difficult one. Another player we're going to be waiting for to turn up.
Yeah, that's true.
Next season's his good season. He has 1 on and 1 off. So next season he'll be good, Martial.
Yeah, you know what, Adam? I think you've won this one. I think a lot of people are saying trash, so Martial.
Because I remember them times, just his attitude midway through the season, his petulance in the Spurs game. And then he had 1 good game, which was the City game.
He also played good against Leeds, though.
Yeah, true.
I think he got 2 assists and 1 penalty.
Yeah. Marcus Rashford. I'm going to put good season.
Yeah,
I would have put elite, but I think I'm going to put good season. I think he had a good start.
His end of the season ruins any chance of being up there in the top 2 for me. Good. I think he's fair for his stats and what he's done. He's very impactful, isn't he? But he's not consistent performance-wise at all at the moment. And I honestly think he's lucky to be in the England team right now. And everyone knows
he is.
Love Rashford.
I think he is, mate.
He's lucky to be in it.
I don't think he'll play, though. Good, average, trash. There's a bit of a mix with it. Average, a lot of averages coming in.
21 goals, 13 assists in all competitions. So he's been productive. I'll say that. Which is why I put him in good, but he's
productive. But for me, performances have been very trash. Yeah, you know what? A lot of trash is here, mate. I'm gonna say
you can't give a player trash with the output that he's put in stat wise. You can slag his performance all you want, but you cannot.
You could say average.
Put him in trash for that.
11 league goals this season. You know what I mean? Right, but I think this just sums up Man United's football at the minute. We've been getting goals, but just not performances have not been there, man. It's going to be a controversial one. You know what I mean? Good, he's in there. Mason Greenwood. What would you say about him?
He ended the season very well. I would say.
What would you say?
You know what you've got to look at here? This is going to be bordering between average and good, because what he's had to deal with as well this season, to come back for it at the business end again, when it matters, when it really matters. Greenwood was our best forward in the final, by the way, and Ollie subbed him off. Anyway, he's not playing in his right position, and he's still outperforming a lot of other players. And he's hit double figures again, having had an absolute nightmare at the start of the season. So do you put him in average for the start of his season, or do you put him in good for the way he's come back? I say good.
The way he's come back, I'm going to put good. Because it's been...
He's probably, you know what? For me, I think Mason Greenwood is giving us a little bit of hope as a fan base at the moment, I think.
Yeah. He has done. So I want to put him in good, especially the way he's ended the season. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think he'll beat Rashford and Martial next season in terms of goals and output, I think.
Yeah.
If Ollie plays him.
If Ollie plays him, which that'll be the key thing for me next season. Right, we're going to put Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo's not on this list, but Amad Diallo, we're going to say below average.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, average, actually.
He's looked decent when he's played. And he's a young kid coming into a new country, so I would say he's done. Yeah. He's looked all right, to be fair.
Yeah. The manager, you know what I mean? I've got the I'm going to wrap up soon. The manager, for me, I'm going to put trash, because every single stage he's bottled it. Adam, what you saying? I'm going trash as a manager.
I've got to put him in average simply because we made top 4. That's it. Nothing good. Nothing.
But that was expected for me.
Next season for me, mate. Next season's his last season. Next season.
Yeah, trash for me. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for me, not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. Startman.
I'll go below average just because he got a second, which it still isn't good enough. But there was still so many occasions where he just got it wrong.
Yeah, beyond trash. I think the fan base have made their mind up with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know what I mean? For me, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had it, you know what I mean, would be there, would be on trash. But I think they've outgunned me here, below average. People, that's been your player ratings for the season. I hope you've enjoyed the video. You know what I mean? Make sure you like the video if you've enjoyed it. I'm going to be heading over to the Big Six channel. So make sure you head over there on Turkish's channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel right here. As you can see, Saeed TV. We're road to 40k, guys. So please subscribe to the channel. And also subscribe to Adam Matic TV. The hyperlink is in the title. So all you need to do is hit the hyperlink. It will send you directly without even leaving the channel. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button on this channel, and get him to what's the roadmap now? To 20k, isn't it?
Yeah. Come over there if you want me to upset some people. It's all fine. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
We have plenty of banter too.
Absolutely. And also make sure you go follow Statman Bays on his socials. I've just got an announcement to make on my behalf. I've got a new clothing line coming, people. So make sure you guys go check out the new clothing line. It's going to be coming soon. They'll be launching soon. So we're going to get that up as well. So people, make sure you go follow up the clothing line on my Instagram page. I'm just going to show you a quick trailer before I head out. So people, enjoy the rest of your evening. And here's for the clothing line, people. Hope you enjoy this one.
If you don't play, you better watch the out, because I'm protecting love. You see what I do when I got the right. I give it the platform to my friends, and I always give it back so everybody could eat. Movies, radios, everything, fashion. That for yourself and your family, it never feels like work. I hustle for my last name. I don't hustle for my first.
Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.
Ooh.